Hey guys, Pokemon Eye here. Today I'm going to do a price increase video. I'm going to be in front of the camera as opposed to like being on like a black background showing the cards talking about it. I thought I'd try out this angle or this kind of thing because I don't know, I gotta be in front of the camera more, you know, as opposed to just not. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about price increases. Now, I'm talking about, I think there's 15 or 16 cards, it's quite a lot, but it's all very relevant. I don't have many irrelevant cards on here. All of this stuff is, like, literally, I've just been browsing. Every couple of days I check Zodiac, which is a big Facebook group, and every now and then I see crazy price increases, you know, so you just have to do a bit of research and friends tell me and all that. So let's go on with it. Now, the format, I guess, is the same. Of course it's the same, we just have different decks, you know. And of course some cards have gone up because certain decks are now seeing play or stuff like that. So I'm going to go through the list. So, number 1, Tatsunoko, or whatever it's called. It's a secret rare from the most recent set, Core. Came out pretty high, then it dropped. It dropped to a £1–2 card. And now it's steadily on the rise, it's about £6 plus. Now, it's used in decks that can make level 3 synchros, like Yangzings, I guess plant-based decks and stuff like that. I don't know, I reckon it's just going to go up a little bit more. Core in general is an actual incredible set. There are no horrendous secrets in the set. Everything's worth at least something, Tatsunoko being the cheapest secret rare in the set. And then we have stuff like Eccentric Archfiend, which is like 30–40 quid in it. So yeah, that's Tatsunoko. Telemias, this is an interesting one. This card has finally gone up. It was so cheap. Okay, fair enough. The release when the card came out, the card wasn't cheap. You know, it was a staple £10 plus, and of course, with all Telenite XYZs, it dropped to a staggering £2–3. You know, really cheap. And now it's gone up. It's a good £10 plus, so it's nice to see a card which is generic. It lets you use Diamond or any rank 5 actually in a non-level 5 deck, you know. And it's nice to finally see it go up. It's just going to probably go up until Diamond or other rank 5s no longer need to be played, i.e. Shadows and Burning Abyss not being a deck. Fog King. Now there was incredible hype a couple of weeks ago on this card. As soon as the new Monarchs were announced that we're going to be getting a deck, the card rose. The Ultra went up to like 10 or something and the Secret around the same. Now I guess the price has stabilised. I mean, the card was £1–2 for the Ultra, maybe £3–4 for the Secret about 3–4 weeks ago, and now it's probably each price is at least double. The Ultra is around probably 4–5. And the Secret's about 10 or so. I mean, it's only ever got 2 prints, the Ultra and in War of Giants and Secret and Light Destruction. Depending on how good the deck is, or how good the card is against the deck, if it even sees play, will determine the price of the card. But we're not getting the Monarch deck till January anyway, the end of January, so, I mean, only time will tell. Downerd Magician. Now, this is very interesting. The gold and the secret rare basically have swapped prices. The secret rare was 3 quid last month. The gold was non-existent, 1, and now the gold is about 3 and the secret's a good 5 plus. Now my only reason for this increase would be that Downerd is there's more in demand, you know? I mean, it's a card more in demand now than before, because now with Dante's being kind of mass release, like more release than Judas Alliance anyway in the Mega Tins, more people probably want to play the deck. More people have access to play the deck because Dante's are no longer some ridiculous price, although Rubik is a higher price than Dante, you know, it's quite funny. But yeah, the deck is just cheaper in general to make, and because of it, people, I reckon, in my opinion, are playing down or are wanting to buy Downerd Magicians. And of course, it only got a reprint in Gold Series, the Mega Tin, and Laval. The Laval and the MP14, their price is about the same secret rare price. The gold is a little bit cheaper, you know, but they've got at least doubled in price in the last month or so. Mathematician. Now, I did not see this coming. The card now for the last month, the secret rare was 7/8. The gold rare, was 7/8. The secret rare was 10/12. Now the gold rare is a staggering 14 plus, and the secret rare is approaching 20 pretty soon. I don't know what to say about it. Perform Mages, like any deck that uses Perform Mage, might as well use Mathematician, you know, it's a free special summon. Well, at the cost of 1,000 life points. A Mathematician being in gold, you know, you'd expect the price to be ridiculously low for it. It came out very cheap, of course, but it's very interesting to see that the price of the gold is now the same price as the secret was at its peak, and the secret is obviously taken the next turn. As for playability, or how long the price will go up, people have stopped using Mathematician. It's simple. The new decks coming out soon, like the more support for Cosmo or the Magicians and stuff, they don't use Mathematician. So depending on how meta those decks are, people, or if Shadows or anything that use Mathematician get hit, maybe that will determine the price of it. Or even Mathematician, the card itself could get hit. It's a sick card. It's just like a Foolish Burial. And then it's a draw when it dies. Like, what is there not to like? It replaces itself. Monolith. I'll talk about Monolith and Rubik the same. Now, Monolith was like 12, 15, and as soon as the reprint, or there was supposed to be a reprint of the card, as soon as Megatins came out and the card didn't get a reprint, the price spiked up to 40 quid. It was absolutely ridiculous. Now the card is 25, around that price now. Cliff-Forts aren't doing a major thing anymore. There's too many decks that, you know, beat them outright. But I don't know, if Cliff-Forts get hit again, I reckon Monolith will get dropped. Now Rubik, this card was 8 quid. It went up by half in price, so it's about 12 or so. Again, about the card, Burning Abyss need to get hit for the price of the card to drop. It's the only, along with all the rares, well basically, Dante and Virgil were the only monsters in Burning Abyss that got reprinted in the tins. I don't think Violate got reprinted. I don't think Ordeal of the Traveller of the Burning Abyss got reprinted. None of the rares got reprinted. And none of the actual monsters, like effect monsters, got reprinted. So only the XYZ and the Synchro. So Burning Abyss, well, Rubik also, it will drop when Burning Abyss no longer wins events, when people stop playing the deck, or when it gets hit. The deck is still extremely good, even though Tour Guide's at 1. Retaliating Sea. It's interesting. This and Chicken Game were both short prints in core. That is not Crosshold, sorry. It is Clash of Rebellions. They came out as £1, £2 cards, playset for 1, playset for 2. And now Retaliating Sea, and I guess Chicken Game, they're about 3-4 quid. Retaliating Sea is obviously the card I'm talking about, and it's just such a good side deck card. And the fact that it kind of floats, you can add a Max Sea, or Flying, or it's either Max Sea or Flying Sea, when it's destroyed, when it's sent to the graveyard. So it just replaces itself, and it's an incredible side deck card. It only comes in common, and the common is short print. I reckon the price will go up, but it's only because it just came out. The price isn't ridiculous. It's not like £10 common or something. But if it was from a much older set, maybe that would have been the case. The card's going to go up until there's no use for it anymore. And a lot of decks are just siding 3 Retaliating Sea because Max Sea is a main deck card. And let's talk about Max Sea right now. Oh boy, oh boy. So the Max Sea comes in Super, Ultra, Secret and Ultimate Rare. It's very interesting. The Super and Ultra were the same price last month. The Secret was pretty low. It was only about half, if anything, as valuable, half more valuable than the Ultra Secret, the Ultra Super. And the Ultimate was just on a different level by itself, to be honest. It was always high. So the Super was, let's say, 7, the Ultra was 8, the Secret was 12, and the Ultimate was about 30. Now the Super is 15 or 14, let's say 12 plus. The Ultra is the same price, the Secret's 20, so it's doubled in price. And the Ultimate's a good 50, that's almost doubled in price as well. And of course Maxi is seeing mad play because Instant Fusion, Node, and those are like, you know, the things, you know. Maxi, I reckon that's why Maxi's gone up, to be honest. Of course, as for price, you know what, if I'm honest, if Maxi gets a common reprint, it will only affect maybe the Super and the Ultra price. I think it needs a common reprint. Like if we look at Effect Veiler, it's come out in common like 3, 4, like loads of times, and rare a couple times. And then of course you got the Ultra and the Ultimate, you got the Super, you got the Gold, you got the Platinum. Veiler has been reprinted the crap out of. And of course the only rarities that are actually worth something is the Ultimate Rare. The Ultra Rare is dirt, it's just cheap, you know. So I think Maxi should really get the same kind of reprint treatment as Effect Veiler. Now we'll go to Void Trap Hole. A lot of people are running the Trap Tricks engine. Not even engine, it's just 2 Mamelio, isn't it? And people are playing Void Trap Hole. It's just a pretty good card. And I don't know, the card's just gone up. It was £7 last month, easy. Now it's a good £10 plus. It's only ever got one print in Return of a Duelist in Super Rare. So, I mean, that's probably why it's so expensive. I mean, if we look at Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare, the Super Rare was like 5-6 quid, and then it got a tin reprint, a Mega Tin reprint, and then it came out in gold, you know? And then Ultimate whenever, somewhere in between. But that card was quite high because I only had one print. But this card is quite old, so I don't know if it's ever going to get a print. So now we're on Psyframes. Psychic Field Zone, a rare from Extreme Victory, has risen the price from, I'll just say from 0, i.e. not relevant, to a good £6 plus. It's used in a deck, in the Psyframe deck, so that's why it's so expensive. It's only ever got a rare reprint, or rare print in Extreme Victory. Psyframe Lord Omega. This card came out as a £12 card. And if you looked at YCS Dallas, a lot of decks in the top had that in the extra deck. You know, the card is really good, it's a generic. I believe it's level 8. And the card went from, let's say, £10, £12 to a staggering 30 quid. It's all hype. It's all hype, to be honest. It will probably settle at 20. It's very easy to pull, actually. There's no sort of short print ratio rate for that particular card. So that's why I think the price isn't going to go much higher. But, I mean, I could be wrong. And related to them, the Psyframes, I think it's Beta and Gamma. Those are the ultra rare ones. They came out at 2, 3, 4 quid. They at least doubled in price. Again, I'm not sure. I don't know if these are the new prices of the cards. They're not. The deck isn't really. It was pretty okay, relevantly priced to make now. It was. Now everything is at least doubled, so it's not really anymore. I'm not exactly sure what kind of prices we would see for these cards in the future, if I'm honest. Galaxy Cyclone. Oh my gosh, my friend told me about this card and I could not believe it. I really couldn't. It was 20 quid last month, now it's 30 quid plus. I don't know why it's gone up. It's a double MST, but no quick play, which is the main thing, I guess. I guess floodgates are quite a big thing, so maybe to remove the floodgates, I don't know. But one card I think might go up in price. So with the new Cosmo support out, well not out, but coming out in the Konami blog, if you've seen it or not, Chimeric Fortress Dragon. Now this card has come out in Ultra Rare and Super Rare. I believe those are the only prints of it. It has never ever come out in the Gold Rare. It came out in the Super Rare in one of the tins. It's the set code, the CT07. That might be Blackwing Dragon. Did it even come out in a tin? I don't know. But I think that card's going to go up pretty soon. It's quite high now. If Cyber Dragon is actually, you know, used as much as people think, as in if Chimeric Fortress Dragon sees, if Cyber Dragon sees its way to many side deck cards, along with Chimera Fortress Dragon if there's space, I reckon the card's going to go up in price. Currently it's 8, sitting on 8. The Ultra is around the same price, and I reckon it's probably going to go slightly higher, maybe to 12, absolute max 15. But if you have some, I think hold on to them until Cosmo become the real main deck, you know, if it ever does come the main deck. Because with the support that's announced, I don't know, it looks pretty cool, you know, the deck looks pretty awesome. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I quite like being in front of a camera, and there's no annoying background sound, you know. Like if you see my price increase videos, you'll notice that there's some crazy background sound because my laptop is clearly rubbish and can't process simple memory. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here. If you like this video, let me know by liking it. If you don't. And if there's other cards I should have look out for, if I missed any, go and say it in the description. And also, I'm going to start, well, not even start something new, I'm going to continue what I did before. With all my videos that I'm in front of the camera, it's going to be Name That Tune thing. So if you don't know what it is, I play something on the piano right at the end. It's usually quite short, but if I want to play longer, I'll play longer. You can listen longer if you want. And for a chance to win a random pack, what you have to do is name the tune. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here. I think you should put on your headphones now. Oh, I have to. There'll be a little snippet somewhere here. And go ahead and listen.